airsofters and airsoft junkies around the world. This is Crazy Wheels back with another YouTube video. This is going to be a quick review. Sorry for the wrinkled shirt. I actually was laying on it and got all wrinkled up, but I wanted to do this video real quick. I'm gonna do a quick little review of a budget airsoft related I found. Pretty much everything, that's what it's become in my channel, is budget airsofting. Everybody says that talks to me, like, they're like, well, you just buy budget pistols, like, so you should change your game up. But I'm not gonna do that. It's Crazy Wheels Airsoft TV. That's what it's gonna be. But pretty much it's budget airsofting, where you could have fun and be able to airsoft with your friends or whatever, but on a budget, like buying cheaper in pistols. They do the same thing, but you just can't play at a distance. But you can still play CQB in-house. Well, you shouldn't play inside because of windows, but like somewhere in like on a little ranch or something like that in the backyard, you know, with little obstacles here and there. It's pretty much the same thing as a CQB, and that's basically what all these pistols are, except minus the K100. That one and that one. But I'm actually going to touch a serious note today. I'm going to show you a quick little budget airsoft related item I got. And then I'm going to talk about something that's important to me. It hits close to home to me. I'm actually going to put a link down below of a video you guys could watch that's related to this. And things like that. But let me do this real quick and then we'll get into it. So basically here it is. Okay, as anybody that goes to the dollar store, is probably seeing these little toys, a little click pistol, but I didn't get it for that. This was only $1. But what I got it for was for the rubber knife that's in it. So if you guys want to go ninja in your airsoft field, they have knives that are pretty expensive. Like, you get a rubber knife for like I don't know, the cheapest is probably like $9, maybe $10. I got this one for $1, and it pretty much does the same thing. It's rubber, it's flexible, you know, but it's at the same time it's pretty stiff, you know. But it's a dollar store item, you know. What do you expect for $1? But you want to go around, but the only thing I can say, what you're gonna probably have to do, is take down that, like, file that plastic, because that plastic is sharp. Like, that blade is pretty damn sharp. It's plastic blade, but it's pretty sharp. Like look. So yeah, you're gonna want to take it off. But that's a little dollar store knife that I got. I will be making a little sheath for it, and probably taking off this grip and putting a heavier. No, actually the grip's pretty fine. I might just glue it in there better so it doesn't have that much, like, it won't break the first time I touch. But usually you just tap somebody on the shoulder, like dead, you know, they'll get it. Like, you don't have to go all gun-ho and try to slice them across the neck or something and stab them in the throat. That's not what it's for. You know, in airsoft, you just go up behind them, give them a little tap, let them know, like, hey, you're out. You know, that's it. That's all they expect. You don't have to, like, be like, you're dead, fucker, you're dead. You know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but, you know, I try to start sticking them. But that's not what these are for. But that is my little dollar budget little airsoft knife. And what else came in this little package? Let me open it for you. There's a little click pistol, little cap gun click pistol. I'll probably end up just putting this in the bag just because I can, and I don't have a revolver. And a little star, I'll add it to my little badges up there. And little bullets, revolver bullets, fake little bullets. But yeah, I'll just add it to one of the badges, my little badge wall up there. Those were actually, I don't know if you've seen a picture of my daughter. Yeah. For her, she had a, what is it? What you want to be when you grow up day at school. And she wants to be a police officer. So that's actually the field I was going into. before, you know, things happened in my life and it changed my direction. But yeah. But that's my little budget airsoft knife. Let me throw that back there. Okay, now getting to a serious note.
Shit just got real.
So everybody calm down. Everybody get serious. And I want to say, if you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Follow it down below. Subscribe to the channel. I will be doing a giveaway for the M870. It's going to be coming up really soon. Within this next 2 weeks or week, I'm going to be doing that giveaway before Christmas. But I'm going to leave a link. I'm going to pop up a picture right here, right now. I'm going to leave it on there for a little while I'm talking. So let me move over to the side. I'm going to pop up a picture right here. And I want you guys to read that if you guys can. But, yeah. Read that. And pop it up right here. But, there's people in this world, like I always say, never let, like on most of my videos, if anybody watching my videos fully through, at the end of my videos, I usually try to say something positive, something constructive, and something to get people motivated to want to do something with their life. And I always say, don't let others and don't let people, because everybody knows there's people in the world that like to bully, that like to make people feel bad, that like to make people belittle them. And that's never going to change. Sadly, it will never change. There's always people in the world that are like that. And you know what? That's them. That's the way they are, the way they were raised, or whatever the case. Maybe it wasn't how they were raised, but that's how they became. They're judgmental, and they like to make somebody feel bad, and then makes themselves feel better. I don't know what they get out of it, but Lewis Q on here, he didn't really necessarily like. Wasn't mean. I was making a video prior to actually a video I seen. I don't know how old the person is that did the video. Links in the description. You could follow that video, but he was talking about how he wants to get fit and things like that. I can't, right off the top, I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. But I'll pop up his name and stuff on this side. I'll pop up his name and his YouTube page right here. But anyways, getting back to the subject at hand, he had a video, and I guess he was in school. He was a heavy set kid like I was. And I'm gonna pop up a couple pictures of me while I was growing up. I actually went through a wave. I was 300 pounds. I'm gonna get back to the bullying subject, but I want to get to this real quick. I was hitting about 300 pounds. And I was really heavy. Like before my daughter was born in 2011, I got really heavy. Like I was pushing 305 pounds. And now I'm probably about like at two something. I don't know my exact weight because I haven't been able to step on a scale since a year ago when I got hurt at work. And I could no longer walk. But yeah, so about a year ago was the last time I weighed myself, and I weighed about like 220, 225. Now I'm probably still around that area, but I'm gonna start doing little exercises and stuff. You know, I do my little dumbbells or whatever here while I'm, you know, my little jackhammers, but standing, like I sitting down. I just try to work my upper body. I go around the block a couple times, you know, in my wheelchair to strengthen my back muscles, my arm muscles. But I'm trying to get healthier because I know I'm not as healthy as I could be. And I'm going to join this person's health trend, trying to get himself healthy. But at the same time, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to join him on his little journey. And during my videos, I'm probably going to post another video right after, but it's going to be directed towards him, or I might make another channel just for that specific health thing. And I'm gonna join him on his journey. I'm gonna show people that if you have the will and you have the dedication, the motivation to want to do something, you can do it. Don't let no one stop you and no one tell you you can't. And if you feel like you are like you want to do it, and somebody's in the background telling you, you know what, set your goals a little higher, a little lower. Put your goals a little bit more down here. Don't aim for up here. Aim for down here. You know, you want to lose 200 pounds or 100 pounds or 50 pounds. Try first doing 20 pounds and then work your way up. No, do whatever you want to do. Whatever makes you feel better about the way you set a goal, you reach that goal. Don't let no one stop you from reaching that goal. Like me, I want to do a lot of things. Like with this YouTube channel, people told me I shouldn't do it. Like I don't have the money to do it. I can't be buying certain things. I can, but I'm doing it. Why? Because I want to do it. Because I have the motivate. I didn't let them stop me from interfering in what I do. There's times that I came to the point where I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm finding something that makes me happy rather than staying in bed being depressed and complaining and you know uh beeping. I'm gonna say the B word, but you know, about life, and that everybody got mad. Everybody was always angry at me, always like I don't do nothing, telling me I don't do anything, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't get out of bed, and I was depressed. Okay, I had to come into a point in my life where I was able to walk, I was able to do things and do all this stuff and do everything, work and provide for my family and do everything that I was doing. And one day waking up and you can't do that no more. Like you're not getting up to go to work anymore. Like I've been working since I was 15 years old. Okay, since I was 15 years old, I worked all through high school. As soon as I could get I did it. I did it for myself. I did it to help my mother out. I did it to, like, a lot of the money I got growing up, I didn't keep. It wasn't my money. I didn't just go, oh yeah, I'm going to go buy new shoes. I'm going to go buy this. I'm going to go. No. I pretty much would give that money to my mom or help for the house or pay for food or my help my little brother. Like our dad wasn't around. My mom was here. It was her raising 7 kids. Like, and I had to do my part. And that was my part. As soon as I could get a job, I got a job. I went to school. After school, I had just enough time to get home. I jumped the wall and I would go to work at Burger King. And in the morning, before I would go to school, I wouldn't go to homeroom. I'll actually go to a job through the school district, through the Visalia Unified School District, through Bob Tiemans, which I really have great respect for that man. And you know, he helped me out through high school. And Miss Zilstra at Visalia Unified School District, fortunately she passed away. She was the greatest teacher I've ever had in my life. If it wasn't for that teacher, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I was going through a lot of depression, a lot of things at that time in high school, and losing friends, and it's hard to talk about it because I'm getting emotional about this because that teacher did a lot for me. If it wasn't for that teacher, Ms. Zilstra, God rest her soul, that was the sweetest woman anybody, like, and anybody who knew her knew that she was the most wonderful lady. Like, she would go above and beyond her job title to help us. Like, I was in special needs all my life. I was an SDC student. I couldn't read good. I couldn't spell good. I had anger issues. I had emotional issues, trauma issues in my childhood, and I didn't know how to deal with that. I was always getting into fights, always getting suspended from school, always getting kicked out, always fighting, and that's just what it was. But this teacher, for some reason, she seen the diamond beneath the rough. Like I was just like in her eyes, I wasn't just a lump of coal. She was trying to compress me into that diamond. You know what I mean? And she seen something in me that I didn't see in myself. And now I understand, like, what she always tried to tell me. Like, there was kids always getting bullied and picked on in school. And It's a sad thing, but that's the way of life nowadays. Now bullying even starts in kindergarten and things like that. I know because my daughter is in kindergarten and like kids like bully and it's sad, but that's the way of the world. And there's always going to be people that bully, people that make want to make themselves feel better by making others feel better because they having problems at home or because their dad or their brother or their cousins or bully them. And that's how it is. And anybody that says if they are bullying people, that they're not bullied themselves, they're liars. Because bullying starts with someone else. And anybody knows that. But anyways, this person, I'll pop up his link right here again. I'm sorry that I forgot your name. But I'm going to join him on his journey for his self-motivating, self-righteous health and weight loss kind of thing to make himself feel better. Like I said, all my life I struggled with my weight. I actually went from 300 pounds. I got so depressed, I stopped eating, like completely. I ended up in the hospital several times. I refused to eat. I became anemic, and I dropped down from in less than 2 months. I went from 300 pounds down to 155 pounds. I had bones coming out of my neck. I looked disgusting. Like all my muscle was gone. Um, I looked awful, you know. And I'm gonna pop a picture up here of what I looked like, what I thought was okay and healthy at the time, of me. I have piercings in my face, and that's what it was. And then I started working out, getting healthier, and getting my muscle back, and I actually looked pretty good in tone. And then before my daughter was born, after she was born, I spent a lot of nights up with her, and you know, I got heavier again, and now I am where I am, and going to work and working late and coming home. Like you lose your groove, you lose that. So I want to get back healthy. I need to. It's something I need to do for myself. I actually I suffer from seizures and things like that. And nobody really knows that, but now you guys do. Um, this back injury that I have, it affects, I don't know, affects something in my spine and something and it causes me to have seizures if I get too worked up or too overamped or things like that. I had recently got in a fist fight with someone, and that they actually try to strike my wife, and I know it's hard to believe that because I am in a wheelchair. Um, but they tried to strike my wife, and I wasn't having it, like any man would do. And I basically did whatever I had to do to protect my family. And I always tell people, don't underestimate people in a wheelchair. Do not underestimate anybody in this life, because like you underestimate somebody and it could cost you your life if you underestimate somebody. Like that's just the way of the world. People like, oh, you see it all the time. People trying to rob people at gunpoint, and they're CCW holders, and they end up on the other end, you know. But don't underestimate anybody. Don't see anybody as a victim, because nobody in this world is a victim unless you want to be a victim. Um, and with this bullying stuff, like this dude Lewis Q, I'll pop the link that I'm talking about up again. Anybody who knows what is it? Airsoftology Mondays. Jonathan at Airsoftology. Love the dude's videos. He's always on point with new products coming out. He actually did a video of a new product coming out. From I forget the product because I got lost in all my stuff. I had everything good or written down and stuff like that. To touch bases on that point. But anyways, I wrote him a message like, what did he think about the product? Really, like on his version, like, does he think it's worth the price? Or is it too expensive for what it is, what the product is? And you know, that I was trying to reach him, and you guys can read it. And I don't think I spelled anything wrong. I think I pretty much spelled everything right. I just maybe had words like wrong, like as far as like or would should have been, it should have been something else, or whatever the case. But if anybody don't know, I suffer from dyslexia. And like I told you, I was an SDC student. My spelling is for crap. And I will not deny that. I do work on my spelling. Like when I brings home her schoolwork, for instance, like I can't really help her to where I want to, because like I mix words and mix letters around, and I don't know. It's just how it is for me. Like I spell the word how it sounds, but not how it's really spelled. Like would or wouldn't or should or shouldn't. Like I spell them how I think they're supposed to be spelled, and I spell them in that way, in the sense of like fight, you know, or laugh, you know, things like that. Like I spell them the way they sound, but that's not the way they're spelled, and I suffer from that. And this dude Luis Cuevas took it upon himself to tell him, first I need to learn how to spell. Well, Luis, I don't really know how to spell, but you know what? That's okay with me, because I work on it, and I'm not gonna let other people, like I've always said, other people try to belittle me. And I'm not making this video for any other reason but just to talk about bullying. But you wanted to make the comment that just your 2 cents. Well, this is my 2 cents to you. Don't judge, and this goes for anybody and everybody out there in the world. Like my teacher used to tell me, by the grace of God, there go you. And I never knew what that meant when she used to tell me. But now I do. Like I really, like, until I started growing up. And now I don't know what that meant. Basically, I'm going to explain it like this. It basically means anybody like me. I have dyslexia. I was in special ed, special needs all my life. But then down the way, there was actual special needs, disabled special needs that needed special extra attention. People in wheelchairs, people that suffer from actual medical conditions that affected their brain or the way they learned. And kids used to make fun of them. And I would actually, a lot of the times I would get in fights in school. It was because these kids were making fun of those special needs students, or they were making fun of anybody, people in my class, and people overweight and things like that. And they would make fun of these kids. And a lot of the times I got in fights and stuff in school was because of that. And people like the football players, and things like that, belittling, you know, cornering younger kids, ninth graders, in the restrooms and making them feel bad, and talking, you know, trash, and telling them, you know, who bought your clothes and this and that and blah, 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 you know. Screw them people. And I would get in a lot of fights because of it. Because I don't like people that bully other people. Like I don't. And I did something about it. You know, I started getting into boxing. I started growing up, and I started learning from my brother how to fight, how to stick up for yourself, and things like that. And not to take anything from anybody. Like, you know, that was how it should be. But you shouldn't just fight like, you shouldn't just fight because you can fight. No. You should fight for things that are important to you. Like, I mean, really important. Like the person that I fought recently, I'm not going to say their name, but the person I fought recently, I didn't, like, if they were to fight me, I want to fight me and try to hit me, I would have probably let them hit me. Because I respected that person. And I wouldn't have wanted to make that ripple and that wave in our relationship because like, they're older than me, and their family, like, now you guys know why I don't want to say it, but their family, they like, I respected this person, but he didn't go after me. He didn't try to fight me or hit me. No, he went after my wife because he didn't agree with what my wife said about him. So he tried to go after her. That's a whole different ballgame. And I will tell anybody this to their face. You can mess with me and you might get a pass. But you mess with my daughter or my family and the people I love and care about, that's a whole different ballgame. Then all gloves are off. And that goes for anybody out there in this world. But I do suffer from little issues. I do have dyslexia. I do have a hard time reading and a hard time writing. I use speak to text a lot of times on my tablet and my editing and things like that, because I don't want to spell things wrong. But I don't think nothing was spelled wrong in that. I just think I had a word in the wrong place that it should have been. Like, I put like would have gone to the store, or would have went to the store, or would have gone to the house, or something that didn't make sense in that nature. But I didn't have no spelling issues wrong. But, you know, don't judge other people unless you want to be judged. Don't bully other people just because it makes you feel better at night. Because somewhere in the world, there's somebody that's going to be bigger and badder and better than you. And it's going to belittle you, and then you're going to be the one that's going to be bullied. And if anybody out there that likes to belittle people about their weight and about that, think about what you say before you say it. And that goes for anybody. Think about what you say before you say it. Because it could really take a toll in here and in here with somebody, where they will actually go home and contemplate wanting to kill themselves. And then when it happens and they're not around, then you see those kids on the news talking about, wow, he was a great kid, and how can I didn't expect something like this to happen. I know I had my best friend in high school kill himself. He was a good friend to me. Like, we had auto shop together and this and that, and he actually killed himself. I actually had 2 friends in high school kill themselves because of people like that. People don't realize how much words can affect somebody. But God rest their souls, and I mean, it's better than being in this life sometimes. I feel that way too. You know, I wouldn't do anything like that, but what I'm saying is, you can contemplate. Anybody in this world, if they can say in this life that they haven't thought about it one time, they're bullshit and they're liars. Because everybody in this world that came to a hard point, maybe those rich people, even they think about it. Like, you could have everything in the world, and if you don't have family or people that you love, you don't have nothing in this life. Like I could win the lotto if I won the lotto right now. Okay? Let's just say, for example, I won the lotto right now, and they were making me choose between being a billionaire and having to leave my wife, or having to disown my family, and I could have this money, I would tell them to shove the money up their ass. That's just me. And people could say, oh, well, you could go find a new girl. You could buy whatever you want. Yeah, but when you die, can you take it with you? Most people tried. Look online about stupid people getting buried in their Lamborghini, people getting buried in just stupid things, trying to take it with them. But you can't. In life, there's one important thing in life that overcomes and overpowers any and everything, at least in my life it does. And that's family your children, and your parents. My mom did the best she could. My dad wasn't really there. I still love him the same. My uncle pretty much raised me growing up. And I love that man to death. Uncle Benny, if you're watching this, I love you. Like, that's just me. And for anybody out there that thinks that money is gonna buy them happiness, it's not. But anybody out there in the world that thinks it's okay to make somebody feel bad about themselves, or don't think about what you say before you say it, because words have a huge impact on people, and at night they can think about bad things because of something you said. So instead of belittling somebody, ask them what you can do to help. You see somebody having a problem with their spelling, you don't point it out in front of everybody and tell them, oh, learn how to spell. No. You pull them to the side, and you tell them, hey, do you need help spelling? I seen your spelling, or did you know that's funny, like how you spelled that word? Like, make it sound okay. Somebody that is overweight, or you feel concerned for their health, don't tell them fatty, fat, fat, shit like that. Like, don't do that. Be like, hey, bro, if you ever want to work out, let me know. I'm looking for a workout partner. Don't point out the other person's flaws, because they had it done enough to them in their life. And that's just my point of view. And I'm sorry that this video is taking forever. But if my video could help one person change their view and their opinion of other people, then that's what I'm aiming for. But on a more positive note, just respect other people. Love your children, love your families, and be a part of their lives. Like somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Right now, pick up that phone and call them. See how they're doing. Because honestly, you never know if tomorrow they're going to be here. And that's fact. Like right now, I could be posting these videos and doing something, feeling I'm changing, like doing something nice. And go out of this house, jump in the truck with my wife, take off, and get T-boned by a diesel truck or a big rig, and it hit my side. And that's it for me. And I'm gone. Nobody's assured the next day. So, before you leave that house, tell your kids you love them. Tell your mother and father you love them. Call the people you haven't called and talked to in a long time. See how they're doing. And you never know, it might help you at the same time. But that's just me. You have free will. Just like everybody else does in this world. It's free will. You do whatever you want to do. But I know what I'm going to do every day. I'm going to live more. I'm going to love more. I'm going to laugh more. And I'm going to try my hardest not to let negativity of others bring me down to their level. But that's just me. But this is Crazy Wills, you guys. Until next time. Laugh, live, love more. And respect others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. This society's already going to crap. Don't help it out. This is Crazy Wills. I'm out. Till next time.